if I turn on the AC. Watch that temp gauge. Yeah, don't turn that right off. Don't turn it right off. He doesn't like it. I guess we're not running AC today. I was just thinking, I kind of smell mouse, mice, and whoop. Ah, I knew it. Every Rover comes with a special gift from the mouse man. Howdy, welcome to the Addicted to Motors YouTube channel. My name is Troy, and today we're going to attempt to we're just not thinking straight. So today we're going to attempt to drive this dilapidated old Range Rover Classic, 110 miles to my cabin. It's 105 degrees outside. There's no AC. We're going to take it on the highway and up a mountain or two mountains and rescue my D1 that I've abandoned up there for the last 2 years and it's not left the property. So that's going to work out wonderfully because it hasn't, I mean, I've driven it maybe twice and now we're going to drive it back and I got to clean. It's probably full of rat. Drop it. This is like, why am I want it back here. I don't know. We're gonna do that. Nice place to spend some time. Got my fancy Range Rover and all my fancy stuff. And it started and we are off. It is way too hot to be doing this. Like, do you go sunroof or no sunroof? I think it's like 4 o'clock, so the sun's high, so it's just beating, but I need airflow. I'm not sure. I don't know what the right answer is here. So, like I said, that D1 I abandoned at the cabin to do the wintergreen events 2 years ago, or 2 wintergreens ago. And prior to that, I got it running as best as I could. It was $1,000. It was fairly rust-free. I changed the oil. I got it running. We did the thermostat, flushed the coolant, checked all and did all the diffs, and just prepared the truck to sit. And that's what it's done. It's sat and acted as a backup vehicle up at the cabin for the past 2 years. And it really has not left the property. So I want to see how much of that's going to pay off as I try to drive it back from where it was abandoned back to Richmond so I can, I don't know, give it a once over, maybe change the oil before I send it back on its way. Unfortunately, when I'm driving up there is my other kind of dilapidated, old, neglected Range Rover Classic that really isn't cut out for these type of hot journeys. Because there's no temp gauge or anything like that, but we're gonna risk it all for no reason. So join me as we drive in the heat. Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna turn it in heat mode, where since I don't have AC, but if I put it in AC mode and turn the fans, the aux fans come on to keep things cool, and that's the idea. So I'm not gonna videotape this whole trip, but I'll tell you what's scary. In fact, this thing rolls down the highway at 70 miles an hour with not much steering. But it's pretty kind of comfortable and clear, besides if I get 110 degrees out. So, yeah, it's a bit worrisome. It's a worrisome. Oh, man. Ooh, 100 degrees, still going. Let's pull over and check on this thing. Make sure I'm not completely blowing it up, since that's a dummy gauge. Oh, I knew I was smelling oil. Back on. I don't know if that's good or bad. So I don't know if that's going to do anything. It's probably should have a hose clamp on it of some sort, and it doesn't. So that's going to last all of 30 seconds. Oh, up the hill, so hot. It's not bad. I'm going 60, but man, it's like so hot outside. I'm hurting the car. I don't like it. This drive. I don't like doing it in the winter, let alone in the middle of summer. Yeah, it's a lot of miles. Hey, we have reached the top. We're not over yet. We got more hills to climb. It's so hot. It's probably gonna rain. No AC. Make sure my windshield wipers work, honestly. But this is Rovering at its finest. We're not even gonna get to the cabin port. Let it cool down. All right, so portion number 1 is complete-ish. Oof. She is not loving it. It's just too hot to be doing this kind of stuff in this truck. So we're gonna get up to the cabin, make sure the whole place isn't washed out, clean it, and then get this D1 ready to go. Whee! So much smoother than modern cars. Going up to this rutted portion. The rain has really done a good job grading my driveway. Oh, please don't blow a drive shaft or a front diff. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No worries. The epic. We've made it. Hello. And there she is. What a trooper. And I must have left the hood open. Great. Now before we get rovering, gotta make sure the cabin's good. Man, the last guest is awesome. Man, I don't have a whole lot to do. Makes it easy. With the cabin, I have to come up here. Well, I'm a cleaning person. So I gotta schlep myself up here in some old trucks and do the cleaning myself once a week. So not a bad reason to escape, but one bit this time. So I'm doing good. Gives me more time to play with trucks. But big improvement with those AC units to kind of keep the bugs and the spiders and stuff out. You know, old wood cabin out in the middle of the forest, you get bugs in there, and I kind of tell people that I can't really do much about the intrusion of ants and spiders and stuff like that. That just kind of happens, but it's part of the charm. All right, so let's get into the D1. This was my cheap project D1. Like I said, it's just been sitting here for a very long time. I've driven it, you know, tooled around the property and whatnot, but it hasn't left this property in, again, over 2 years. So this will be a bit of a big one. I want to bring it back, do some maintenance, clean it up. Obviously, I mean, look at the state of it. I mean, this was a pretty, you know, the paint wasn't bad at all on this thing when I got it. And I've had some mice, you know, had some remnants and fun stuff in here. So I want to make sure, one, it comes out at low range, and two, air this thing out so I don't die. Cloth seats don't go to sitting very well. I make sure in that prep to seal up those sunroofs as best as I could, but it doesn't really help. This thing has kind of become a part of nature. Now look, and you can see where the water's collected from the back sunroof, so maybe I can correct a lot of that fun stuff. And yeah, here she is. So we're gonna let her air out. And then I know I don't have a lot of gas in it either. That's the other thing I'm a little concerned about. Make sure enough gas to get to the nearest gas station. I've got some in there, but I don't have a filler. So we're gonna do this. All right, so it looks like it's gonna rain. I'm still cleaning the cabin. I need to get this thing sorted in case it does start pouring, because we need a quick exit when that does happen. So I'm gonna jump start the battery, check the fluids, move it, and air up the tires because they're down. So yeah, cue the music. All right, so I've got coolant, I've got oil, I've got power steering fluid. It fired actually right up. The battery was dead, obviously. It's in a bit of a sorry state as far as the interior is concerned. I can't see all the windows. It doesn't have any gas in it. But the AC is nice and cold. Like I said, I prepped this thing to sit and to be functional, and I did drive up here. So I'm gonna air up the tires. Man, it's gonna rain. I still have to clean things. Put a nice big bump dent in there. But man, I don't want to say you can't kill a rover, because that red one's still kicking my ass, but it's real tough to really kill a rover. Let's see if the lights work. Lights. All right, well, I'm not gonna get super pulled over. 1, 2, even the smashed one works. Look at that, not too shabby. I've got metal floors, I've got seat covers, I fixed the roof seal so it's not gonna leak. Hopefully we can keep the rodents out of the inside this time. But again, it should be okay. I'm not gonna leave it here for this long. I promised this truck I wouldn't abandon it up here again, but this one needs a little maintenance. I'll bet you that drain hose is plugged up or something, because there's a lot of water back here. This thing needs to be, I gotta gut all this junk out. It's just been sitting for too long. You know, mice and rats and bugs, and they just get in here and they get after it. Luckily, it's also an OBD2 truck, so I can plug in my scan gauge to monitor temps on the way home. This is actually the truck that started all my cooling fiascos about needing water pumps and thermostats and you know, fan clutches and all that. This truck was the first one I saw ever get a little hot on me. So that's what kind of sent me down this cooling vendetta of ensuring that trucks no longer overheat or anything going forward. So I guess I have that to thank. It really kind of inspired me to do a lot of cooling system works on these old trucks, and forced me to do it myself. Ooh, tires. That little pump's doing great. Oh, I think it's gonna rain. We're gonna go ahead and, oh yeah, I don't really have battery connects. Pull these battery terminals and close this thing up because it is gonna rain. I can't escape the rain here. I got a little bit of a survival kit in it, and I don't think I have that in this truck. What do I have? Oh, yeah, all right, I've got oil, a little more oil. This is what we'll leave it with. Don't have any coolants. We might need it. So that's my little Rover survival kit in case something goes south on our journey back. I like to keep all that stuff in the truck, as well as a fire extinguisher and stuff to repair fuel lines, because that happens more than you might imagine, unfortunately, on these trucks. Ah, it's starting to rain. We're gonna disconnect the battery, pump up this last tire. What's this at? All right, the battery's not too bad. It's 13 so volts. This will probably get us back. And try to scoot on out of here, because again, I gotta clean the windshield. This thing is out of gas. It's the whole thing. All right, that's it. Cabin cleaning complete. Looks great. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'll link it in the description below, guys, if you want to rent the place and hang out for a weekend in this beautiful spot. Shameless promotion, but I like it. All right, so I guess it's not gonna rain. It's looking a lot better now. We're gonna get this thing fired up and probably try to take off here. I was gonna try to air it out a little bit more. It's disgusting, the inside's disgusting, the outside is disgusting, but it does run, which is pretty positive. Is there something tripping? Oh, there's something tripping out of the exhaust. So we're gonna try to get to a gas station. Hopefully we can squeegee off the windshield, put some fresh gas, because it hasn't put gas in 2 years, and try not to break down completely, because that's a real possibility. Oh, did I mention this thing has the 240,000 miles on it? Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that. Whew, that AC is ice cold. It's colder than it was in the cabin. So, I'm really low on fuel. Can't really see too well out of the windshield. I just aired the tires up for the first time. They are very old. I don't want to have a blowout, but it'll be okay. Truck hasn't been out of low range in 2 years. It'd be nice to exercise that transmission a little bit. I did replace the diff fluid before I abandoned it here. So that's a thing. So down the driveway, off to the gas station, you can hear the water in the back. Brakes are a little iffy. They need to be bled. Not much brakes. Oh, and the hood just popped back open. So, yep, I knew that was coming. That is my foot to the floor on the brakes, and it's still jiggling. It doesn't really matter because I got so much travel, but I'm going to secure that hood. This thing rides really well because there's no suspension, so it's pretty cushy. I'd love to be able to see out the windshield. I feel like I could have done something about that, but I didn't. Whoa. And yeah, this the temp gauge, ultra gauge, never leave home without it if you've got an OBD2 equipped Rover. Reading some decent temperatures. Again, I sorted this cooling system 2 years ago. Hopefully it's still good. And we're gonna escape out of the darkness. And I probably should have mentioned that I love this truck. It was $1,000 and I'm just bopping about, not a care in the world, because again, this is peak Rover ownership. $1,000 trail trucks. That's what it's all about. All right, now we'll let it get out of low. Will it? Is that drive? No, that's reverse. Oh man, I did not want to get out. Diff lock. Oh, I feel it. It's right there. Oh, we're in gear. Nice. Again, hasn't really. I drove it to a little cabin over here, but it's still in 4 low with the diff lock. So, whatever. That feels very good too. Nice and worn in at 240,000 miles. So let's see if we make it down. So we make it down some of these hills. Really, these brakes are kind of sketchy. So we're gonna boot it up for safety. I kind of smell mouse, mice, and whoop. Ah, I knew it. Every rover comes with a special gift from the mouse man. So, beautiful night. Broken rover. Can't see. I'm back from the dead. We're living. So, no squeegee, but I've got some glass cleaner. I'm sure that won't do anything. Kind of the worst case scenario. I'd love to be able to see better. Fixed. All right, let's observe how this didn't work. Ooh. I wonder if it even starts, because I forgot the battery's not connected. Oh boy. Lovely. All right, little jiggle. Oh, not enough. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot that the clock spring broke. This is great. Yeah, I can see now, so positive. So let's try to make it up the mountain without blowing anything up. Gotta get this. Run shotgun with a jump pack, so yep, typical rover adventure now. Got some gas, we should make it. Or not. Alright, so this is the only bit that I'm kind of worried about. It's going back up Afton Mountain. I don't know, steep grade, old truck. It's, I'm gonna cut the AC off. Watch my temps. Try to get some speed here, but this thing's not fast. And try not to blow up because, yeah, not a good place to blow up. Just haven't done any road testing, 240,000 miles, let's go. We're holding 65, which is below the speed limit, hitting around 200 on the temp. Not a lot of power here, definitely not the 4.6 in the T2, so this one's, I'm feeling it. Oh, there's the camera. Shifted down, blowing those cobwebs out. Holding pet gasket. Woo, no slip bars lift. 70 miles an hour on a big hill. Ooh, I'm feeling it. I need to. Ooh, my temp just spiked there a little bit, so I turned the AC off. Now we are gonna not go so quickly. Wonderful. It's roast again. AC would have been nice, but I got the heat on. The temp's coming down a little bit, so I don't know. Maybe this truck needs a water pump. That's not the end of the world. Come on down. Come on, bring it on down. Bring it back to Earth there. Earth. Back in the middle. I'm gonna pull over and check this out because I have a feeling it's the water pump that's failing. I want to make sure it's not leaking too bad. Give it a second to cool down. It's always something. Not really creeping up at idle, but I do want to check the hood. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I should chill out, or I should have the aux fans. Yeah, fan clutch is working. I don't see the water pump leaking. Aux fans are working, so I tested with the AC. See as I give it some revs. Circulating that coolant temperature down. So I'm thinking the water pump's kind of hurting. So there you go. Watch if I turn on the AC. Watch that temp gauge. Yeah, don't turn that right off. Don't turn it right off. It doesn't like it. I guess we're not running AC today, boys. So I guess I'm kind of keeping it in the sweet spot around 70. Keeping the temp around 200, which isn't bad. I don't really think I ever drove this car in the heat. Or when I did, that's when I caused all the issues. Maybe it's the radiator. I don't know. But it's drivable. I'll make it. It makes this more interesting. I know what I'm doing-ish, right? Oh boy, this stinks. Oh, we have made it. We have made it. Oh, too soon? Oh. The rover is blessed with the blessing of air conditioning at slower speeds. So, Thank you. It's a little thing sometimes. All right, we made it back. It's still running. Still fine. Still doesn't probably need a whole new engine and stuff. Maybe I slipped the liner. Who knows? But we made it back. So I'm going to clean this thing up. It's disgusting. And we'll start it all. We'll just start it all over. This thing needs some attention and some diag. So let's get out of here. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap this one up on the cabin rescue D1 saga. So brought it back, and you saw in the video, it was getting a little hot on the highway again. It was like 95 degrees and humid, and you know, I was running the AC, going 75 miles an hour with an ARB and lights on it, probably blocking a lot of that wind flow, that airflow. But what I think is going on, because I drove it around for a few more days, is that the clutch fan is not really engaging as much as it should be at speed. It was kind of kicking on and off. It wasn't the AC fan, that was fine. And I don't believe it's the water pump, and I know it's on thermostat, and it didn't lose any, burn any coolant. So I'm thinking of that cheap fan clutch that I bought, because a couple years ago I put a nice fan clutch in the green manual D1, and all the cheap thermostat and blah blah blah, all that stuff in the cheap white D1. So I'm assuming it might be that. It's an easy fix. I might get one of the Chevy S10 ones and put it in. But I changed the oil, I lubed up all the drive shafts and the ball joints and all that, because the boots are all ripped on those things. So good times, that probably all needs to be replaced. And I'm gonna drive it back to the cabin this weekend and leave it back up there and rescue the D2, which is at the cabin right now, because the CDL interlock solenoid is stuck and I can't get it out of low, and I didn't know that was a thing, so I'll make a video and ripping that out as well. So a lot of rover drama going on in the Addicted Motors world recently, but I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'm excited to drive that truck back up there again with the family in a different car, so hopefully that doesn't become a bigger, more involved video. But just hustle around all these old trucks. It's a lot. I own a lot of LT230s. And I own 8 diffs and a lot of oil changes if I'm doing it yearly to try to keep these things alive. So it's a bit of a gamble here and there. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. And listen to the podcast. Go to the links below. Hit Spotify. Listen to the Addicted Motors podcast. We're having a good time doing it, and I hope you enjoy some of this content. So see ya.